Welcome to and welcome back. I just saw If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. This is session 13. I think I'm going to do something new now where I read the plot line. I think, it is important. With her life crashing down around her, Linda attempts to navigate her child's mystery illness, her absent husband, a missing person, and an incredibly hostile relationship with her therapist. And what this movie does that I think is wonderful, it makes you uncomfortable. It makes you be face to face with this difficult situation for this mother that we're following. For most of the movie, and this was written and directed by Mary Bronstein, for most of the movie, we are like close-ups in Rose Byrne's face, and we are just focused on her as a character. Because the world around her is unraveling, the world around her is tough, the world around her is unforgiving, and we have to sit there and watch it. We have to watch people be not just rude to her, but very, very just, it's not rudeness. It's just you don't see them. They're invisible to you, right? And when we see this mother, having a child that needs care around the clock, and it's on the mother. The father's not there. He's just a phone call, and he's always just never really helpful. He's going to minor league games. He's I think he's a ship captain or something. So he's not home a lot. He's supposed to be away for 8 weeks. A hole in their apartment just falls through, and this mom has to navigate all this, especially with a child, with this mysterious illness that they never name. And it was kind of good not naming it, because a child can go through a myriad of things. And the whole idea of a normal child, they kind of throw that out by keeping it mysterious of what this illness is. But also, I really appreciate not showing the child, because this is not about the child and what their illness or what the specifics are. This is about the mother and how she has to navigate all of this. And I think what was good way to start out, where the daughter says, dad's a rock. He's hard. One thing, rigidness, and mom's putty. She mushes, she stretches out. And you can see here, this mother's being stretched till she's no more. This was really uncomfortable. It made me, realize, let's say your child or something that happens to them that's not quote unquote normal, how hard it is to keep going after that. Like, and I love those scenes where she's trying, she wants help, she wants someone to help and reach out, because you're in a dark place, because you don't know what to do. There's no rule book of what to do when your child's sick and how to be a good mother or a good parent. It's just you're trying to figure it out, and we place it all on women. That is just how the society works. Women, it's their jobs, to nurture and take care. But how do you nurture and take care when you have, you're the only one doing it? You don't have a community behind you. You don't have a husband who's there or partner or whoever. It's just you. It's throwing all on the mother. This was really good, and I really loved how it was shot. And just it was like she took the camera and just put it on you. And another thing that really made me look back, it's anytime she would try to do these deep breathing exercises and she remembers that when she had to hold her daughter down, and they're trying to put something in the daughter, and it's a traumatic situation. The doctor's it's okay, everyone's saying it's okay, and she's holding her daughter, and the daughter's yelling, really horrifying yells. And it's a parent has to go through this. This is something someone has to go through. It was his movie. It felt like the Harvey Bronstein was like grabbing you by the shoulders and shaking you to feel something, feel this, and you feel every bit of this movie. They don't hold back. You feel it. Yeah, that got to me. This was really good. This is really good. I really appreciate this movie, and I think not all movies are supposed to entertain, or some movies are supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. Some things should make you uncomfortable and make you come with the fact that there's people in vulnerable situations, whether that comes from their spouse or at home or their children. They're in tough situations, and we let them down as a community. We let them down, and I don't know if that's what the director had intended, but not that I feel guilty, but it just makes me want to extend my hand more to people, period, in general. Another thing I thought that was interesting was, as we're watching Roseburn go through this tough time, there's a mother who you think is kind of just being overbearing, because she's like, my child doesn't smile. My child is just like, I look at them and I see nothing. And Roseburn's kind of treating her like how Conan O'Brien's character was treating her, of just being not really there, kind of being despondent and just being just like a brick wall. And this mother's going through a lot. And then the mother just leaves during the set. Like, she's like, I have to pee. Can you like watch the baby? I'll be back. Mother just disappears. So now Roseburn has this crying baby. She tries to get help from Conan O'Brien's, and he's like, I'm with a patient. And like everyone, I was like, this point to the movie was like, is everyone fucking with her? Like, this is a hard situation, and no one is there to help. Like, her husband's not there. She gets hit by a car, and the guy's like, no damage, you're fine, mom. And she's like, don't call me mom. Like, my daughter's going crazy. You just hit us. And he's like, there's no damage, get over it. And then it's a gerbil. Like, I'll talk about the gerbil scene later. But so this patient leaves her child, and she seems overbearing. Like, she's afraid. Like, everything makes her afraid. She even asks, like, don't you have a daughter? And she's like, hey, we don't talk about me. And then she does that to Conan O'Brien, like, hey, don't you have a kid? And he's like, not brick wall, not giving her anything. And this is obviously someone that is looking for a hand to grab to, like, help me. And then it's like everyone's just walking by. That's what it feels like. When like someone's going through a crisis in a public space and everyone just walks by, does nothing. And that's everyone in her life is just walking by. There's a huge hole in her ceiling and no one helps. It's just walk by. No one helps. But when the husband comes home, the hole gets fixed that night. Bam, done. It looks perfect. And she's like, what? Yeah. But the same way she treated her patient, Conan O'Brien treated her. I thought that was interesting. Because even when she seeks out her, nothing, she runs to the water. It's a movie, that makes you sit back. And when it ended and we finally see the daughter's face, because we never seen the daughter's face the whole movie. They do not show her, which was, once again, a great choice, because you really focus on the mom and her character and what she's going through. Linda. Yeah. Sheesh. What a movie. That made me uncomfortable in the best way possible. Like, this makes you uncomfortable. And there were points where, like, I'm feeling like, oh, what's gonna happen next? I get scared about that. When a movie, you're like, I don't know what's gonna happen next, and you're just in it. You're just there. Oh yeah, A$AP Rocky's in this movie. He was fine. It was not that he was a problem, but I just wonder what made him choose this role when he read this script. What did he take from it? He's a He's a growing family coming in. Did he connect this with Rihanna? I don't know. Did she read the script as a mother? I don't. I wonder what connected him to this role and to this movie, because this movie is very. As I was saying, it's not. This is not about entertainment. This is about an artist. Like then there's scenes where the spotlight comes on, and it's not the spotlight. It's the moment where she had to hold her daughter down, and they're doing this procedure on her, like right there, and the mother has to hold her. They didn't sedate the daughter, so she's yelling, "Mom, why are you doing this to me?" And it's her holding. It's not even like the dad was there. It's like, where's the father? Where is he? He's nowhere to be found. And this is a like life altering thing happening. Father is nowhere to be found. Um, yeah, this is really good. Mary Brown. And now I have to watch her other film called Yeast. I never heard of this filmmaker. I came out in 2008, so I was in eighth grade. What do I know? But she made that in 2008, and then now it's 2025. That's her next film because she had a daughter who had a serious illness, and she had to leave New York. I just read this. I was like, this has to be some emotional truth to this. What's going on? It's very specific. This movie too, very specific. What's happening that it feels like this feels like this happened to someone or it's happening to someone. So this director went to this and yeah, tough watch, but tough watch in a good way. Where it's like, look at this imperfection that goes on in our society, where like parents have children who need extra care, extra help, and we have a hostile government, we have a hostile culture, we have a hostile way of raising men. Like, we don't raise men with the idea that you guys need to not just provide, you're also to a caretaker, nurturer. We need you there too, and it's not just on one person. It should never be on one person. And this whole movie, everything is on moms. Even with her patient who goes missing, she calls the husband. The husband's like, I didn't know she was in therapy. I thought she was taking care of the effing kid. Just very, just rude, despondent, and just nasty. And it's like, hey, your kid's here and your wife's missing. What's going on? But even then, Rose Byrne's character still extends a little. And like, she's like, hold up. That doesn't just mean you're a bad mom. You can be going through a tough mental situation, but you still have to be a quote unquote super mom. You have to be there no matter what you're going through personally. You have to be there for your child. And it's like, hey, some people, it's hard. This is hard for them. Another thing was Rose Byrne reveals to Conan O'Brien, who's silent this whole scene, and she's like, I need help. Like, she's crying out for help. And she says, I had abortion when me and my husband first started dating, and the kid would be like 20 now. And she says something like, one of those things like, you shouldn't hear that. You shouldn't say that. And she says, like, what if I got rid of the wrong kid? And then now, once again, a parent's putting the blame on themselves for something that isn't their fault, but society makes it seem like it's your fault. If you have a child that's sick, people look at you a certain way. They look at you like it's your fault why they're that way. And we shouldn't look at it like that, but it is. It's a truth. And as I'm saying, this movie makes you look at that and put a spotlight on, like, there are things that we blame women for. Like, and then for her to say, like, did I get rid of the wrong kid? She does feel this massive guilt. There is this massive weight pulling her down, and no one's there to even say the weight's there or you need help. It is nothing. And the movie ends with, her just keep running into the water. Boom, boom, running into these waves. You can hear kind of she's drowning. Like, the sound's good. The sound design's good in this too. And she tries the breathing exercise again. And we see her daughter like whisper the song to her that she sings during her bedtime. And she just says, I'll be better. And it's like, will you be better? And can you be better, especially in this hostile situation where no one's helping you, no one is even assisting you, and just like that patient who ran, that's probably gonna happen to this mom. Like, and she says it like, I'm one of those people that's not supposed to be a mother. So she already feels this way towards her of raising her daughter of like, I'm not supposed to be a mother. And yeah, it just, everything in this movie is like a knife stabbed into you and just keeps turning. Oh man, uncomfortable watch, but in the best way possible. If I had legs, I'd kick you. Yeah, that was good. That was really good, and really great choices in how it was shot. Not focusing, you're not even showing us the kid. We don't even know the kid's name. We don't know the kid's name. It doesn't matter because it's kind of, it's focused on the mom. That's saying we're focused on her. And yeah, Mary Bronstein, that was good. That was really good. I appreciate it. Appreciate this movie. Well, that's my discussion for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Yeah. If you want a movie that, jolt you a little and makes you like sit up and be like, okay, there's something going on in this world and we're ignoring it. This movie makes you feel that, definitely, for sure. Thank you for joining. I think the next movie is Good Fortune. Yeah, I think I see that Monday. So that video will come out on Tuesday. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. And if you saw If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, please let me know what you think. I think this is a film that it helps having a conversation with it too. We all can, like, all the moms out there, let's help out, man. Don't be a helping hand. Don't be an a-hole to someone, man. You don't know what they're going through, what they got going on. Just be there. All right. Peace.